Hey everybody, welcome back. That's JoJo welcoming you if you could hear her. She's up in the window on the other side of the kitchen. All the cats are enjoying the windows being open. Today we are making a salad that the name does not match my modification because I don't like the one thing that's in the main title. And then the other thing I don't put in because it doesn't store well. But we are making Mediterranean Chickpea Egg Salad without the chickpea, without the egg, and without a couple of other things. And I've had to make some modifications. One, the grocery store didn't have red cabbage, so I'm having to use regular cabbage, which I don't like as well. Basically, this is a cabbage salad. And the recipe recommends like only a half a head of cabbage because I live alone and I wouldn't use the rest of it in time. I just go ahead and use the whole head. So we're going to get started. I go with the driest ingredients first. So we're going to go with the mint first. And I'm probably going to do a lot of fast forwarding because you guys don't need to see some of this. But it's two of these little things. And right now, my dump is not, my landfill is not doing recycling because of COVID. They're hoping to reopen it in June, I believe. But depending on how things go, the numbers are starting to go up here in my county. Part of that is because we're rural, so it takes a while to get here. Part of it is increased testing. We had a plant that had several of the cases. And they haven't identified which plant it was, which is fine because then you'd have people overreacting. We don't need overreaction, we need smart reaction. So I've been keeping an eye on my county just because so far my visits into town, folks cannot follow directions. So even though things are partially open, like the parks opened recently, and this past weekend the park was flooded. Cars were parked on the side of the road, on the road. People were picnicking on the road. Just ridiculous. There were several injuries, and EMS had problems getting in and out, which is not good because depending on what the injuries they had were not severe. It was like twisted ankles and that sort of thing. But we've also had cases where people have fallen off the rock siding. There's mountain climbing that goes on at the rock. I'm not sure what level of mountain climbing it is. Your fridge is noisy. Sorry about that. But just people were being ridiculous this past weekend, and that is not helpful. That is not going to get us out of lockdown faster. And people need to use their heads. So that's my little lecture on that. Sorry you're getting that with this recipe. And if this video is still going 10 years later, you guys are going to be like, what is she muttering about? What, JoJo? What? You gonna tell them how to make this recipe? Yeah? Are you my girl? Where are you? Hi. Are you a sweetheart? Yeah. Say, I want to cuddle, but I don't want you to hold me. Yeah. JoJo's one of the ferals, so she's not quite domesticated. Even though I'm her mama, she doesn't quite cuddle with me. Even on the bed, she lies on the bed with us, but she lies away from me. But I can pick her up and I can hold her for a tiny bit. As long as I'm scratching her neck, she loves that. These scraps go to the chickens. My dad has chickens and turkeys and guineas. So they get all the leftovers. And then that way the scraps don't go to waste. The original recipe is from MediterraneanDish.com, and I'll put the link in the description. You guys will probably like the original recipe a lot better. Again, I don't do it because I'm picky. Neighbors are mowing, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. Okay, next we're going to do the cabbage. That will also give me a scrap bag. It's the dirty corner. Just remove that outer leaf. And the rest of it should be clean. Actually, I'm going to, let's see. What I find works best for the food processor is if I cut it into quarters. So we'll cut half. And then cut it down. Cut again. Alright. Don't want to cut them too small either though, because then we'll get a mess. This part tends to be a little more bitter than I like. So I cut out the stem part. Okay, it's going to be loud. I'll try to lower the sound so it's not too loud for you guys. Can't quite get a whole cabbage in the pot, so I stop it there. Might help put the disc back in. It's Monday morning. Okay, that went better. Now, let's go ahead and do the green onion. Still dropped some. My eyes are burning a little bit. Let's go ahead and do the cucumber. So English cucumber or hothouse cucumber. For this recipe, I quarter the cucumber slices rather than dicing them. Just leaves it a little bit bigger so it doesn't get lost in the cabbage. Okay, we're going to do the celery now. It calls for 2 or 3 ribs of celery. I just go ahead and do the whole pack. That's just easiest in my situation. I was going to be able to do the whole pack, but no. All right, we're done with the food processor, so now I'll give it a good wipe into the bowl. Now we're going to do the parsley. The long process. My back is already killing me. So this is going to hurt even more. It's like a grocery bag or something. All right, I'm probably going to cut parts of this rather than just speed it up. I don't know. We'll see when I edit. But this takes a while, so. I have no idea what that stuff is that gets on it. I think it's rot. But I'm not sure. Oh, there's a worm. I don't know if he's dead or alive. Let me switch over so I can see, if you guys can see. Can you see him? A little bit. That might be where all the spooge comes from on the parsley. Yuck. But Dad's birds will enjoy it. Another good reason not to just take the pile and cut it up with a knife. Unless you like worm. If you like worm, that's fine. They're full of protein. Just not my thing. Almost ran out of battery. Caught it just in time. Oh, so now I have cat fur all over me. Okay, I've got the celery, the cucumbers, the green onion, and the recipe actually calls for green onions this time. Cabbage, not red, but regular. No jalapeno peppers. I've got the parsley in there, the mint in there, no eggs in here. So that's all for the main part of the salad. As you can tell, it's pretty full. I'm going to have to stir carefully. I think I've had it this full one time before. Otherwise, usually not quite this full. The dressing is next. And again, I double the dressing because I find that just the one serving of dressing is not enough to coat it. So we're going to go with the dry ingredients first, which are sumac and coriander. And I do not do the cayenne pepper, but I do put a little bit of salt and pepper in. So 1 teaspoon sumac, half a teaspoon coriander, my sumac, remember, I'm doubling the recipe. Coriander, don't mind doing an extra heap of it because I do like the coriander. I don't know what all's in it. Well, I guess it's, whoops, just coriander. But I don't know, like, culinary roots travel deep into remote times where ground iron coriander used to ensure delightful bouquet and distinctive flavor. Traditional in South American, Indian, Mediterranean, and African cuisines, particularly curries, meat, and seafood dishes. Add to stews and marinades for authentic Mediterranean flavor. I don't know. I like it, whatever it is. All right, that's, and the pepper. Some pepper. I'm not a huge salt person, so I don't put too much. All right, 2.5 teaspoons of Dijon. So I'm going to do 5. Garlic. Do a little extra. And olive oil. 1/3 of a cup, so 2/3 of a cup. Shake it all up. Mix it all up. Not a lot of color differentiation since I don't have the red cabbage in. So as far as appeal and beauty and all that, there's not much there with this. Trying to carefully stir it up. I don't see my mint in here yet. Probably should have done 3 times on the dressing. Green onion is mixing. I see some mint now. We're getting there. Okay, I think I've mixed it up as good as I'm going to mix it. I'm going to get it into my bowls. But before I do that, take a look. See, the dressing seems to be well through it. I only have 3 of these bowls, so I'm going to fill these up. They're 4-cup bowls. And then I'll put the rest of my 7-cup bowls. So we've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 cups of this cabbage slaw. At any rate, that's my version. I hope you like it. And I'll put the original recipe in the description so that if you want to actually have the real version of it and you like spicy stuff, you've got it. I hope you all have a wonderful day and enjoy the weather, rain or shine.